little pulley.
Look at this alternator. Bro.
I've never got this excited about an alternator in my life. Like, look how sick that is. Made in USA.
Made in the USA. Okay, let's talk about Linda. This truck, we've named it Linda. And basically the whole idea here is that we think that we're building...
We don't think.
We know. We're building the greatest LML ever.
The cleanest LML there is.
Yeah.
In the world.
Now here's the reason. Before you start freaking out and telling us we don't know what we're talking about. First off, this shop puts, this is like a hydraulic shop. It's a diesel engine shop. They do cat swaps on friggin' old truck. Like this is no joke. So what we're doing here is, this is my old 2011 GMC. I'm at Brandell Diesel in Calgary. And here's what I'm working on. It's me, I'm Carlos. And so here's what we're working on. This is an LML, the motor blew up on me. And so basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to build like the best one for what I do. So I haul cars, you know, I haul like 25,000 pounds and I want to be able to go like 300,000 miles with the thing. So it had a tranny in it before. I had done the front suspension, it had all been banging around. I had done, it had a bunch of tuning done to it. It had exhaust done. It already had a fast fuel system on it. I've done quite a bit of stuff to this truck and I just love it. It's my favorite truck. So I said, look, let's build a hot rod that I can pull cars to a show and then I can pop the hood. So this is the final, we're almost at final mock-up.
Final mock-up,
So this is my blown motor. This motor here is the blown motor.
Yeah.
But the whole, and this is Brandon, his shop. So basically what happened here was that when people build crazy motors, when they build big Duramaxes, big Cummins, they build them for the track. They build them for sled pulling, they build them for drag racing, they build them for big horsepower. So pretty much everybody does twin turbo setups. So when you want to have an exhaust brake, you want to have a turbo that can oil itself, a turbo that can handle the up and down of traffic, of all that kind of stuff. You can't run a twin turbo setup. So what happens is you start dealing with race parts such as this Wagler intake. And this Wagler intake was really the main issue. There's two main things that we've done here. Number one is the Wagler intake, and the other one is relocating the AC. And so we talked about having all kinds of different AC setups, but then finally we went with this relocation. So the AC sits here and it makes a big mess. So I wanted to have it's
like the ugliest, like it's literally, you pop the hood and the AC is just here, the AC compressor's here.
That's right, yeah. And so this motor is getting fully powder coated top to bottom. So basically the custom stuff that's kind of going on, there's so many cool things like this friggin' intake clamp. Look at that dirty dog.
Oh yeah.
What's it called, a Vibrant?
So to get this, to be able to run the Wagler intake, it's designed to run a T400 turbo, no wastegate, no exhaust brake, nothing. You wanted to be able to run the OEM turbo, which gives you all of those parameters, gives you all of the ups and downs, the boost, lags, it gives you exhaust brake, everything. So the only way to do it is raise the turbo, so we had to do a lift kit. So the turbo's got a lift kit on it. It's about a 3-inch lift kit. We contacted Wagler. This is exactly how they did it too, but we had our machinist spin those lift up.
See it, yeah.
Then we had to have the machinist cut these and put 3-inch extensions in all your up pipes, all TIG welded. And this is just a mock-up of the downpipe. It's not quite right. We don't like the orientation of it, so that's just a mock-up of it, but it's tough to fit all that stuff in there. But we were able to fit the OEM turbo. It's gonna be beefed up OEM, but
like
OEM
a new
turbo.
Like there's a new turbo.
New turbo's going on.
Yeah.
With this is like a sled pull Wagler intake. The new engine that's going in, this is going to have speed air pistons, but it's going to have a billet, one-piece titanium Wagler crank in it, all balanced with Wagler rods, everything. And so yeah, we wanted to. Biggest thing is, it's crazy. Even when you put a twin turbo setup and you have a twin CP3 pump here, your option is no AC. But we gave you AC down here, so you're gonna have no AC. You're not gonna see this at all, but you're gonna have full AC in the cab.
That's right. Yeah.
And then yeah, we cleaned everything all up on here. All the front accessory stuff's all way cleaned up.
And of course, this is the mock-up engine.
This is mock-up.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is mock-up. So don't be judging us people on this. This is mock-up. This gives you an idea of, so here, I left this pail here. This pail is full of the wires, the OEM wires that we cut out of the OEM harness, because the OEM harness just looks like a plate of spaghetti over this engine. And this is a finished product on this side. We didn't just extend harness wires either. We pulled them out of the plug and rewired this whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is a finished side of the engine. All you're gonna see is these injector plugs. That's it. Everything else has been clean. It's been extended. This harness is gonna lay down here on the cross member. We're not done yet, but same thing over here. Everything's getting twisted, paired, redone, extended, clean. So all you're gonna see is just that on either side. All the other wires are getting run underneath, hidden. Your boost control here is gonna go here instead of this big manifold that goes here. We're gonna put the fitting into here, like clean, 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 clean.
So basically, this is why we're saying it's the best LML ever. It's gonna be like, if you can think of the stuff that you would do with one for an engine for a truck that is gonna pull for real deal on road. Also, it's not a 4x4 off-road truck. But that's another thing, is we're keeping the 4x4 intact. So this truck will sit as low as it can, but this truck has like big gridiron bumpers and stuff, but it'll sit as low as it can. And it has this airbag system in the back that I already had built by the homies out at Mullen in you can't see it. Oh, I got to get a better shot, but it's got air ride in the back. And so anyway, it's as low as it can sit to maintain its 4-wheel drive. It's got, this truck is built to move. Like, so I'll show up at car shows in Arizona so right now we're in Calgary, Alberta. We'll show up at car shows in Arizona, pulling cars in, and then I'll pop the hood.
And this thing this thing is gonna be about a 600 to 650 horse at the rear 4 wheels on the dyno. But our goal is to not just make it clean, have huge power, but have it be reliable. It can go through dust storms. It could go through the Coca-Cola. We want to make this thing so it can last.
So the big thing that we've done, is we found that spot where, with the marriage between power and reliability. And reliability is more important than the power, and reliability is more important than all of the other things. So like, I have a background with building Peterbilts and dealing with big rigs. This is a big rig shop. It's a different way of thinking about hot rods, where you're building a hot rod that you drive every day, that works, that produces. But Linda's going to be the sickest LML in the world, basically. That's
Throw down. No one's going to have a cleaner LML.
Never.
Never.
We're it. Boom.